Hello everyone, welcome back to Himabindu Angalgurti's channel. I hope you watched our Wednesday's video which my daughter celebrated her first birthday. So in this video, I will show you how I DIY'd all the decor pieces for her birthday, and in my next video, I will show you how I added all these to this loft. In case if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now let's get started. This is the loft situation in my home, and for the first step I will be taking out everything from this room, and I'm just keeping that tent and the small decor pieces, and this is how it looked after. It looks so much better already, and I took this tent to my backyard because there's no room for this tent in this decor. Let me walk you through the decor pieces that I got for my daughter's birthday. And this is the best lights that I ever found. This is the LED copper wire curtain lights that I got for the backdrop, and I have all the links down below that I got from Amazon or from any online sites other than a few of them that I picked from 99 cents. I got this foil curtain from 99 cents, and it's very elegant, white and pinkish, but I ended up using only a few strands. And these knives, I did not use it, but I was going to use it for the birthday cake cutting, and I didn't find it during the time. So I also did not use the tassels, but I used these two colors, which are my favorite in the entire decoration. These are so cheap, but they look so beautiful and brought up so much beauty to this decoration. So I would suggest you to get some tassels if you can. And also, I did not use this one. I don't know why I'm showing all of these, but this is before, right? So I shot this video before I started decorating, so I thought I can use these somewhere in the decoration, but I did not. And also I got this welcome sign also from 99 cents, and it's just $2 or less than $2, and this is so beautiful. I love this welcome sign, so I thought of using this with my embroidery hoop, and this is so much better after I did the DIY. I will show you, so stay tuned until the end of this video. And the next one is this bunch of pink and yellow color florals, but I ended up only using the pink ones, and I believe I got it for $1 each. I got 4 of them, 2 of pink and 2 of yellow. I also wanted to mix this floral that I got from Amazon, and they're so gorgeous. I mean, they're so beautiful that I simply wanted to use these flowers for the entire decoration, which I did, and they're so elegant, by the way. And I got 6 of these from Amazon, and they're just about like less than $20. Like I said, I added all the links down below for you in case if you are interested or wanted to buy from Amazon. I got this one sign from Amazon, and it costed me about $5. And the next one is this embroidery hoops that I got from Amazon, which are 12 inches, and I got 12 of them for $25. This is the initial plan that I wanted to do for my daughter's birthday. I just drew it like freehanded, and my initial plan is to take a big Hulu loop along with the small embroidery hoops. We'll be starting with the door sign, which includes this welcome sign and the florals and the wooden embroidery hoops, and these are my favorite combination. So for that, I took out all the flowers from this bouquet along with the greens and other arrangements that come with this bouquet. And now some of them are very tricky to pull because they were glued in, but the rest of them were just connected with the plastic thingy, and it was so easy to pull all the others except the ones that are glued. And also I love to use the greenery section along with these flowers. It's a perfect combination, so why would I have to change it? After removing everything out from the bouquet, I started working on my first wreath, which I used this burlap ribbon that I also got from dollar store, and I am measuring it to a little bit extra length of my loop just because I wanted to add this ribbon and it needs to have a little bit extra. So I'm going to cut it and I will trim it later on and I will show you how I did. As my second step, I'm simply adding this ribbon to the loop and also tightening the screw. And I took this extra length and I'm trimming it a little bit, and then I'm cutting it to a shape where it looks like a beautiful ribbon. This definitely added so much beauty to this wreath because without this ribbon being trimmed in the V shape, or what do you call the inverted V shape, this looks pretty blank. So I just trimmed it a little bit and this took this wreath to the next level. I repeated the same steps on both sides and then I started working with the welcome sign. I simply took this welcome sign and added a generous amount of glue on the back side of this welcome sign and added to the ribbon just like that. Actually, I did not measure this welcome sign whether it fits into this loop or not, but now I know that it will fit perfectly fine onto this 12-inch embroidery hoop. And on to my next step, I wanted to pre-arrange these flowers before I glue them. So I am making sure of the arrangement or how I really like it to arrange, and I am following a pattern which is like one big flower and then I am slowly decreasing or descending order of these flowers, like one big size and then a little smaller size and then tiny size, and then goes the less petal flowers, and then I'm going with some greenery, not growing but going with some greenery. This is the look that I want, actually close because some of the flowers are falling down. So what I did is I took my glue gun and put it on a high heat, and I'm adding so much glue, I mean really generous amount of glue, and I'm covering that metal thing that came with this embroidery hoop, and I am making sure that it is secured enough before I leave it free. And those flowers are not too heavy, it should not fall off that easily, but I'm just making sure by holding it for a few minutes and then I am gluing it just like this. This glue is just like a magic because this is sticking to exactly how I like and how I want, and this is what helped me to create a beautiful wreath. I did pretty much the similar way on the other side, and here is the final look of this welcome wreath. And for the next actual backdrop birthday decor, I am separating all the flowers and all the greenery from the bouquets that I got from Amazon, and also I am taking all the embroidery hoops that I want. Actually, I'm using 4 of them, so I will be doing the similar pattern of the wreaths, but this time I'm adding these ribbons down at the bottom, or tassels down at the bottom, and I am actually doing the same pattern that I did for the welcome wreath. For some of the flowers, the stem kind of or green thing down at the bottom is too long, so I ended up cutting it, but I did cut a little closer and it looks perfectly great on the wreath, but it did kind of separated all the petals or the flower petals, so it was a tricky or kind of a challenge to connect all the petals. So I would not cut too close, but just keep the way it is and glue it towards the side of the flower so that it still looks pretty on the wreath. And here's the final look, but I just wanted to add some color because I'm planning to add these wreaths onto the white background, and I just wanted to highlight a little or give it a different color, and I am taking this turquoise tassels, and I am crumpling some of the tassels so that it looks flary and beautiful. I wanted to add this turquoise tassel as a next layer so that it is still visible from the bottom. So what I did is I added a little bit of glue and I added it to the coral color instead of directly adding it to the wreath. And this is the look that I love, and I simply love it. Isn't it gorgeous? I mean, I love it. I cannot tell you how much I fell in love with these wreaths. I also made 4 of the similar kind wreaths, and it's pretty much the same, or I tried to follow the same steps that I did for my first birthday wreath. And this is for the center part. Remember, I have a big loop in the center, so I am adding this Hulu loop as my center big circle for the birthday backdrop. And for that, I'm using this Rust-Oleum gold color, and this is slightly darker to what I want, but it still looks gorgeous. I took it outside and I painted it, and after 15 or 20 minutes it dried out quickly, and I flipped it and I did the other side. And to the middle part I am adding this one banner that I got from Amazon also, and you can find the links down below in the description box. And I am actually sewing these all together, and I'm tying it to the Hulu loop. I'm adding this one banner just a little to the bottom section but not to the center, because I also wanted to add my daughter's picture in the center of this loop. I also added a little bit of glue so that it will stick in place. And for the one, I also added these florals, and they look so pretty. However, I ended up using just one big flower instead of 2 because it's a little too much when I added onto the actual backdrop. I also wanted it up at the top diagonally, and I'm so sorry that I missed the wide angle of it, and I'll show you how it looks at the end. But after arranging all these florals on the big loop, I added the glue again, but this time be a little more cautious just because the flowers are too big and we have to add it almost, there's no grip on the loop, so it will be just a little tricky, but we'll be able to add it. Instead of adding it onto the stem, I actually added it to the sides of the loop so that it still looks as if it's to the center. Also, if you see that I'm trying to cover that gold color onto the area where I'm adding these flowers, so I'm adding these flowers on the either sides but not straight onto the loop, because it looks so thick and it looks so beautiful and perfect. I did shop some of the other flowers from Michael's as well, which I will see if I can add the link down below, because I actually went to the store to buy these. I did a few touch-ups at the end of this bottom section and added some florals and that thingy. I don't know what it is called, but if you do know, just leave me a comment down below, which I will know too. And also I added these tassels down at the bottom, but I think that these are also a little too much, so I ended up taking these two from the final version of the video. This actually looks great if it is all by itself, but since I'm adding it with 4 small wreaths, it looks a little too much, so I ended up taking the tassel and the big flower from the middle. Maybe I should have left the big flower, but that's what I decided and I took it out. This is towards the top section of the big loop. I am pretty much trying to coordinate the same pattern that I did with my small loops. After finishing the wreath, I basically added the white color yarn to tie it to the backdrop. This is how it looked on the white background, and this is simply amazing. I love it, and this is the final version of how it turned out, and I hope you liked this video. If you do, please subscribe and stay tuned.